And we're here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. This is Mike Frost with Ricky Rogers behind the camera doing all the hard work as we're here at Pacelli High School for the match here brought to you by the Beck Center. The 3-2 Pacelli Vikings taking on the 6-2 Hardaway Hawks, the defending state champs as Hardaway in AA and GHSA. They've 2 losses this year to New Manchester and Russell County. Pacelli, their only 2 losses coming to East Coweta, a 6A team in the state of Georgia, and Russell County as well, both they're the 6A team in Alabama, taking them to overtime. So we're looking for a great match here tonight. Great ball game between the 2 teams here. 2 great teams at Pacelli with the Vikings and the Hardaway Hawks. As we get set to see here some good basketball here tonight between some ladies. Looking forward to seeing what happens here tonight. Bringing it all to you right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic. And we'll be ready to start this kickoff here in about 6.5 minutes. We'll be back in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Is here. Glenn Smith's closing out the year. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Terrains. New full-size GMC Sierras almost $15,000 off. New GMC Terrain Elevations as low as $289 per month. Or take advantage of 0% financing plus no payments until April of next year. Now is the time for end-of-year savings at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Here we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Whether you're building your business or finding your dream home, G2 Real Estate is with you every step of the way. Commercial or residential, our mission is the same, turning your vision into reality. With experience, insight, and a commitment to your success, we're more than brokers, we're your partners. G2 Real Estate, building futures one property at a time.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Purdue.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent. I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
And we're back here at Pacelli for the Vikings and the Hawks, two defending state champs. Pacelli winning the state title last year in GIAA Class 4A. Hardaway winning the GHSA AA title last year. So we've got a matchup here between two defending state champions in the Pacelli Lady Vikings and the Hardaway Lady Hawks. The Hawks led by Kelly Ellison as the head coach. Bryant Thomas heading up the Pacelli Vikings. You see them huddling up now, getting ready to take the court here. As we're about 1 second and we're about to get ready for tip-off. Again, this is Mike Frost on the call here. We got Ricky Rogers producing behind the camera. We're ready for this match here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'd like to thank you all for watching. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic for helping us bring these broadcasts to you guys. And we'll be doing the start lineups now as they get ready to announce them coming out tonight. I'll try to keep up with it. I know it's going to be a little bit warmer hearing it over the loudspeaker. So we got Jayla Todd to be the first one to start off here. Micaiah Mims as well, number 2 for Hardaway. All right, we got Kamora Ingram, number 14. Got number 4, Marlana White, be the 4th starter. And then number 22, Amelia Crowley. So the starting 5 for Hardaway is going to be Jayla Todd, Micaiah Mims, Marlana White, Kamora Ingram, and Amelia Crowley. That's the starting 5 for Hardaway. And now we'll get ready here to get the starting lineup here for Pacelli, the defending state champs in GIAA Class 4A. You got number 1, Zanaya Crouch. You got number 2, Kamora Jones. You got number 5, Jayla Kendrick. Got number 21, Shakaya Jackson. And 35, Jayla Moore. So you start 5 for Pacelli. Zanaya Couch, Kamora Jones, Jayla Kendrick, Shakaya Jackson, and Jayla Moore. Let's get ready here for this matchup between the two defending state champs. The 3-2 Pacelli Vikings here hosting the 6-2 Hardaway Hawks. Again, both losing to higher classification teams so far. They've both lost to Russell County girls, who are a 6A team in Alabama, who's still undefeated at this point. Hardaway losing to New Manchester up in North Georgia. And Pacelli, their other loss coming to East Coweta out of Noonan. As they get ready for tip-off here. Looks like we're going to have Amiria Crowley for Hardaway. And Pacelli gets it, wins the tip-off with Shakaya Jackson getting it over to Zanaya Couch, who's unable to get it, but the rebound goes to Jayla Kendrick. She gets the rebound in, the 2 points on the putback. 2-point lead now for Pacelli. Hardaway's getting the ball now across court. Jayla Todd takes it at the top of the key, gets it over to the wing. Baseline, but she's going to get rejected. It's going to go out of bounds off of Kimora Ingram. Jayla Kendrick playing defense down on the baseline, able to get the turnover. Pacelli back with the ball here. 2-point lead. And we got a blocking foul against Marlana White. First team foul for Hardaway, so Pacelli will inbound it now. Kimora Jones to get it in. Zanaya Couch gets it over to Jayla Moore. Little trap defense from Hardaway. Moore's able to get out of it. Baseline. And the air ball shot there. Another rebound. So you had the rebound by Jayla Kendrick, but the air ball picked up by Marlana White. Gets it back over to Jayla Todd on the wing. She gets it back across to Micaiah Mims. Baseline three. Amiria Crowley gives Hardaway the early lead. Big three-pointer from the baseline there for the Hawks. As they go tough defense, as they're trying to trap, but they leave Kimora Jones open on the baseline, but it's going to be picked up and scored. Off the rebound and the putback off the missed three-pointer for Pacelli. Now they take the 4-3 lead. From the free throw line, missed shot. And that was going to be picked up. Looked like they were mixed up between whether it's going to go out of bounds or not. It did go out of bounds. It was picked up by Zanaya Couch. But then they turn it right back over to Hardaway. Kimora Ingram to inbound it now for Hardaway as Jayla Todd brings it up court. Going back across, they go back to the baseline there, and it's going to be pickpocketed. The steal by Jayla Kendrick. And a wild errant pass. It's going to go out of bounds and go back to Hardaway. Pacelli still up 4-3 right now with 5:47 left in the first quarter. Again, it's the Carroll Purdue State Farm Insurance first quarter here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Baseline. Brought inside. That was pickpocketed by Jayla Moore. And then we got what's that they call a traveling violation against Pacelli. So Hardaway getting the ball back now, and Jayla Todd will be inbounding it for the Hawks. Going to go towards the key there. Big shot there from Amiria Crowley. 5 points for the young lady already, an assist by Jayla Todd on the inbound. Steady defense. Baseline three is good. Kimora Jones putting Pacelli back on top now, 7-5. Three-point attempt from the wing is no good. Air ball. We're going to get a jump ball between Crowley and Couch. Possession arrow going to Hardaway, so Jayla Todd to be inbounding for the Hawks. Immediately stolen on the inbound and a foul on the floor. Jayla Moore picked it up on the turnover there, getting the steal off the inbound. Second team foul for the Hawks here in the first quarter. 7-5 in favor of the Vikings. Zanaya Couch bringing it up the floor, gets it over to Moore. She finds Jones. Jones gets it over baseline, shot. Just off the rim there, picked up by Crowley on the rebound. Jayla Todd with it at the top of the key, gets it back to the baseline to Mims. Tries to get it down low, but that one's going to be stolen by Jayla Kendrick. And it goes off of a Hardaway player out of bounds, and it'll be Pacelli ball as they'll inbound it from behind the backboard. Zanaya Couch to inbound for the Lady Vikings. Baseline. 2 points. I'm sorry, 3-pointer. Kamora Jones, that's her second one of the night. 10-5 lead for the Vikings here. 4:15 left in the first quarter. Jayla Todd tries to go baseline to Mims. Back to the wing. 3-point shot is missed by Amelia Crowley, picked up by Jayla Moore. And we're going to get a walk there. A little travel by Zanaya Couch. Move that left foot before she could dribble. Trying to go baseline. Another turnover there for Pacelli, and it goes back to Hardaway. Kamora Ingram to inbound for the Lady Hawks now. As we just crossed the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. Back to the baseline to Todd. She goes inside, kicks it back out to Crowley. And rebound, picked up by Zanaya Couch. Back to Zanaya Couch from the wing, and the three is good. The assist from Kamora Jones. Pacelli coming out shooting here, 13-5 with 3:36 left in the first. And we'll take a break here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
And we're back here after the timeout as we get ready to tip things back off here. 3:36 left to go in the first quarter. Pacelli with a 13-5 lead over the Hawks as they go full court press. And immediately tipped away out of bounds off the steal attempt from Zanaya Couch. Back to Hardaway now. More Ingram to inbound. Gets it over to Jayla Todd. They try the trap. Back to Ingram. Todd tries to go baseline. Picked away by Moore. Goes out of bounds. Ingram picked off Kamora Jones. And immediately stolen back by Todd. Drives in, kicks out to Mims for three. Off the rim. And we're going to get a foul. Looks like on Pacelli, a little over the back there. Zoe Pickard going up for the rebound for Hardaway. She was fouled on the rebound attempt. Micaiah Mims will inbound for the Hawks now. Down 8 with 3:05 left in the first quarter. Tries to get it up. Immediately stolen by Kamora Jones again on the errant inbound attempt. Almost the and one. Jayla Kendrick fouled on the attempt by Amelia Crowley. So we'll get 2 free throws for Jayla Kendrick. And that one rims out on the first attempt. Jayla Kendrick so far on the day, 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals for the Lady Vikings just earlier here in the first quarter. And she makes the second one to give her 5 points on the night and give Pacelli a 14-5 lead now. Hardaway looking to get it up court there on the full court press from Pacelli. A bad inbound in pass inside, and it's going to be immediately stolen by Jones. Taken across court, picked up by Zanaya Couch. Jones over to Kendrick. Kendrick tries to get it across, stolen by Mims as they go, and then stolen again by Shakaya Jackson. Pacelli with the ball. Jackson on the wing, gets it up top. Kendrick. Baseline 3 off the rim. Rebound attempt picked up initially. Finally rebounded by Todd. And then stolen again. Zanaya Couch goes in for the fast break layup. And one on the foul. (16-5) now for Pacelli with 2:08 left in the first. Pacelli playing with just 6 girls tonight. So you can expect this starting lineup to play more than the majority of the minutes. Free throws up, off the back of the rim. Rebound by Hardaway as they take it up court. Zoe Pickard got the rebound off the free throw. Jayla Todd from the top gets it down baseline. 3-point attempt is off the board. Kalia Williams with the attempt, or Kalia Williams. So that one goes out of bounds. It'll be Pacelli ball. Zanaya Couch the inbound for the Lady Vikings with a 16-5 lead here late in the first quarter. Gets it over across, gets down inside. 3-point attempt by Kimora Jones, misses everything. Finally going to be picked up by Zanaya Couch, and she drives inside, goes in for the layup off the rim. Rebound by Kimora Ingram. Down inside, down low. Can't make the layup. Kimora Ingram drives inside, goes up for the little floater, and makes it. 16-7 now as they cut the deficit down to single digits here in the first quarter. Moore gets it down to Jackson. Outside to Jones. Baseline. Kendrick. 3. Down low. Second rebound of the first quarter for Jayla Moore. Pacelli getting it in now as you got number 3 checking in, Rebecca Baker. As Jayla Moore goes to take a break here late in the first quarter. And actually, instead of being the inbound, we're going to get 2 free throw attempts, it looks like, from the official. As Hardaway has gone past the foul limit. And that puts Pacelli in the bonus here in the first quarter. So Rebecca Baker will have to wait as Moore has to check back in, being the one who was fouled on the previous play after the rebound. So she'll be shooting 2 now for Pacelli with a 12-point lead, 19-7. Jayla Moore with no points yet, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. And she makes the first one for her first point of the night. That makes it 20-7 here in the first quarter. And off the backboard, back of the rim, Kendrick with the rebound. Over to the wing, Three-point attempts, no good. Picked up on the rebound by Jackson, but it's knocked out of her hands. And it'll stay with Pacelli as it went off the hands of a Hardaway defender, and Moore checks back out to get a break as Rebecca Baker now checks in officially for the Vikings. Couch gets it over to Jones for three, and it rims out, picked up by Kimora Ingram on the rebound. Jayla Todd gets it back over to Ingram on the wing, back up top to Todd, but it's going to be stolen away. It looks like we got a foul on the steal attempt, and it's going to go back to Pacelli as Jayla Todd picks up the foul. Looks like Kimora Jones was the one who drew the foul on the steal attempt. So Kimora Jones will go to the line. 6 points and 2 assists for Kimora Jones so far in this ball game. 20-7. First free throw's good. As Jayla Moore checks back in, Kimora Jones now with 7 points and a 21-7 lead for Pacelli. Kendrick comes out for a break while Jayla Moore checks back in. Second free throw up coming for Kimora Jones. Off the back of the rim, picked up by Zoe Pickard on the rebound as Jayla Todd tries to get it across. Down low to Crowley. And one! Kimora Ingram on the assist. That was a big bucket there for Hardaway they needed here towards the end of the first quarter. That makes it 21-9. Free throw up coming off the and one. Off the rim. Going to be rebounded by Zanaya Couch. And immediately stolen by Todd, but too late. Can't do anything with it. As that one was after the buzzer. So after one quarter, Pacelli Vikings lead Hardaway 21-9 in a battle of two defending state champions here in Columbus, Georgia. And we'll be back in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading-edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great
as well. Pacelli coming out strong in that first quarter with a 21-9 lead so far. Brought up court by Zanaya Couch over to Kimora Jones. Back to Couch up top. Goes down low to Kendrick. Kendrick unable to come up with it. Goes off her hands, out of bounds. Turnover goes over back to Hardaway. Again, 21-9 lead so far for Pacelli. They go back to full court press here. Through the hands of Mims and out of bounds. Goes back to Pacelli. As the last second pressure by the Vikings seemed to catch Hardaway off guard. Mims seemed to take her eye off of it, worried about a defender coming, and it goes right through the hands, out of bounds. Couch gets it back over to Jones. Jones drives down low, gets it over to Kendrick. Out to the wing to Baker, up top. Back over to the wing to Jones. Baseline to Moore. Moore gets inside on the play, makes the layup. Great 2 points on the drive and a little bit of a Euro step from Jayla Moore. 23-9 now, Pacelli. Down low to Crowley. And that was batted away there by Kendrick. Finally picked up by Couch. Moore has it now, gets it down to Jones, and it'll go off her hands, out of bounds. Substitutions now. Shakaya Jackson comes back in. She'll replace Kimora Jones. And Pickard will come in for Destiny Watkins. Todd. Pacelli going back to full court press. There's Mims. Gets it over to Crowley. She tries to keep it from going out of bounds. Pickard tries to get it from going out of bounds the other way down there to the baseline. Goes up. Makes the layup for Pickard. 2 points for the young lady. 23-11 now for Pacelli as Hardaway breaks double digits here. And a little over and back action from Jayla Moore. Turnover for the Vikings as it goes back to the Hardaway Hawks now. Mims, she'll be inbounding for Hardaway. (23-11), 6:40 left here in the second quarter as Jayla Todd brings it up. Back over to Mims on the wing, up top to Todd. Goes down low to Crowley. Crowley tries to make a move, get inside. Tries to get the shot over Moore, but can't get it. A little bit too strong, high off the backboard. Couch up top, tries to get it down to Moore at the top of the key. Jackson drives down to the baseline. He goes off the hands of Kimora Ingram, out of bounds, so it stays with Pacelli. Off the air ball shot, attempt. And we're going to get a blocking foul against Hardaway on the floor as Shakaya Jackson draws the foul. And we got a Hawk on the floor now. Can't tell who it is yet. Looks like it may be Kalia Williams. I believe I saw number 5. That's actually number 2. That's Micaiah Mims, who just come back from injury not too long ago this season. So while she's being tended to, we'll take a Jack Houston Memorial Hospital injury timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
And we're back here at Pacelli. 6:07 left in the second quarter. Baker over to the wing, back to Jones. Hopefully Micaiah Mims is okay as she struggled to get off the court with assistance. Looks like it may have been a knee injury, so we're hoping she's okay. Kendrick. And they're going to get her for walking as Jayla Todd goes for the steal. A little traveling there on Kendrick. Turn the ball over now. 23-11 still. Pacelli here. Under 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Todd up top. Gets it over to Kalia Williams. Back up top to Todd. Goes down low to Crowley, and it looks like we're going to get a jump ball between Crowley and Moore. Possession arrow stays with Hardaway. They get to keep the ball now as Kimora Ingram will be inbounding for the Hawks. And we're going to get a timeout as Coach Ellison comes out for Hawks and calls a timeout. With that, we'll take a break with them. We'll be back in just a moment here. 23-11, Pacelli on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Then you can come out for Hardaway as they'll be ready to inbound with Ingram. 23-11 here in the second quarter. Baseline for Ingram. She goes down inside and gets taken away there. Picked up by Shakaya Jackson. Jones is going to get double dribble And looks like we may have a knee injury again here on the floor as she tried to make a move from the baseline. Looks like she's already got a wrap on that knee as well, so maybe a previous injury. So that's 2 in the last minute we've had here. Hopefully she'll be okay. But with that, we'll take another little break here. Jack Houston Memorial injury timeout, 23-11. Pacelli, 5:27 left in the second quarter. We'll be back in just a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And we're back. Here's the inbound from Talia Williams. Goes to Jayla Todd. 23-11 Pacelli here. Talia Williams, 4, 3. Comes in off the bench and makes a three-point attempt off the assist from Jayla Todd. They needed it big here. Cuts the lead down to 9. Rebecca Baker from 3. Off the rim, rebound. Picked up by Marlana White. 23-14 now. Big three-point attempt there from Talia Williams. Jayla Todd back up top. Deep three. Just off the rim there. The rebound's picked up by Marlana White. Down inside. Rebound attempt by Pickard. It's going to go off the hands of Zanaya Couch. And it's going to stay with Hardaway. 23-14 now as Hardaway gets ready to inbound it. Talia Williams gets it over to Todd on the wing. Back down baseline. Gets it to Pickard, but it's going to be picked off by Kendrick on the steal. And Jayla Moore will bring it up court. Back up top to Kendrick, over to the wing. Moore looking to go inside. Layup, and it's good. 5 points on the night for Moore. Talia Williams back for 3 again off the wing, but it's off the front of the rim. Just barely hits it. Kendrick gets the rebound. Moore looking to drive again here. It's going to be picked away by Todd. Picked back up and rebounded finally by Miria Crowley. As they try the long pass, and it's going to be an errant throw attempted for Marlana White, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Pacelli now with a 25-14 lead, 3:53 left in the second quarter. Zanaya Couch bringing it up court now. Hardaway looking to play trap defense. And they're going to get a blocking foul. Looks like that one's going to be on Marlana White. It's going to be a foul on the floor drawn by Jayla Moore. Sorry for the mush mouth there. And we have 2 Hardaway Hawks checking in. Looks like Destiny Watkins and Malia Carr checking in for the Hardaway Hawks now. Jayla Moore with it on the wing, down to Baker on the baseline. Back up top to Couch. And we're going to get Moore walking as she moved her feet again before making the dribble. We've seen that a couple times tonight from a couple of the Pacelli players trying to drive with the ball, but ended up traveling before making a dribble. Talia Williams inbound it to Jayla Todd for the Hawks now, down 25-14, under 3.5 to go in the first half. Talia Williams for 3. Unable to get it. It's going to be rebounded there by Zanaya Couch. Over to Kendrick on the wing. And we're going to get a foul on the floor here. Looks like that one's going to be on Amiria Crowley. As Jayla Kendrick draws the foul. So foul on the floor is going to be inbounded now by Zanaya Couch. She's going to go baseline to Rebecca Baker. 3-point attempt is good. 3 assists now for Couch, and that's the first points for Rebecca Baker on the night. 28-14 as they're doubling up Hardaway at this point. Crowley for 3 from the wing. Off the back of the board, picked up by Moore on the rebound. Baker from the baseline. That's going to be short. Looks like that may have been tipped on the attempt. Moore tries it. It's going to be picked up there by Crowley off the air ball. Jayla Todd bringing it up court now, still 28-14 Pacelli. And we're going to get another travel. Not dribbling before making the little drive step. I'd probably say here in the first half, we've seen that about a half a dozen times already tonight between both teams where they get called for traveling. Trying to drive on the wing. Zanaya Couch bringing the ball up floor for Pacelli now. Tipped by Todd, stolen away on the fast break. Tries to take it herself. She's going to be fouled by Kendrick on the attempt, and she'll be attempting 2 free throws. Being fouled on the shot attempt. She had Kalia Williams ahead of her, but decided to take it herself. Zalia Todd trying to get her first points of the night for the Hawks now, down 28-14 with 2:10 left in the second quarter. First free throw goes off the back of the rim, and it's a missed shot. Tamora Jones checking that back in for Pacelli. Give Shakia Jackson a break. And she misses the second free throw, so no good on either one of them. Rebounds picked up by Mims, though. That one goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Hardaway. Good to see Mims back in the game after being injured earlier. And we got a charging foul. Destiny Watkins leading with a shoulder to the chest. The basket's no good. Good defensive play there by Pacelli as they keep it a 28-14 ball game. Under 2 minutes left. And swatted away by Jayla Todd on the steal attempt, but it goes out of bounds and it'll go back to Pacelli. Zanaya Couch the inbound for the Vikings now. Kendrick has it, taking it up floor. Back to Couch. Tries to get it to Moore on the bounce pass, but it's going to go out of bounds off the hands. As the officials confer to see who hit it last. And it'll be off of Pacelli Viking and go back to Hardaway now. Micaiah Mims the inbound for the Hawks. 28-14 now, stolen away immediately and fouled on the attempt. Zanaya Couch with the aggressive defense on the inbound, able to get to it, knock the hand away. Goes in for the layup, draws the foul from Jayla Todd. So now Zanaya Couch be shooting 2 free throws now, up 14 with 1:47 left in the first half. Makes the first one. And the second one rolls out, but a rebound by Kendrick. Nobody underneath to get it. Kendrick driving inside, draws the foul on the shot attempt. So Jayla Kendrick will be shooting 2 now. 29-14 Pacelli. Playing a lot more aggressively than Hardaway at this point. You see some of them you can hear some of the crowd a little upset with some of the effort here on the glass. Pacelli just dominating on the rebounds. First free throw is good by Jayla Kendrick. 9 points and 6 boards so far in the first half. Shakia Jackson Second free throw up coming from Kendrick. And that one's good, and that gives her 10 points on the night to go along with 6 boards and 3 steals. Jayla Todd gets it back over to Kalia Williams. Micaiah Mims. Crowley. Almost a travel there. Gets it away. Down low to Pickard. And we're going to get another charge. Jayla Moore draws it. Pacelli playing some tough defense here. You can hear the crowd upset with some of these calls down low with the charging fouls. Good defense by Jayla Moore there to draw that charge and get Pacelli back with the ball here. From the baseline, Jackson. And that was going to be short. And Kendrick tried to get the rebound, but she had a foot out of bounds. So it'll be a Hardaway ball. Talia Williams to inbound it for the Lady Hawks now. Full court press from the Vikings. Micaiah Mims breaks free and gets the inbound. Gets it down to Crowley. And we're going to get a little bit of travel there. Crowley decided to dance with the ball in the air, did a little pirouette, got called for the walk. Goes back to Pacelli now, 31-14 in favor of the Lady Vikings here. Under a minute to go in the first half. Zanaya Couch gets it back to Moore, down low to Kendrick. And that was going to be blocked away by Pickard. Good defense down low by Zoe Pickard. And it'll stay with Pacelli after the block. Moore to inbound it for Pacelli. Couch over to Kendrick, down low. Baseline three is going to be off. Rebound there. Finally grabbed by Crowley. That's her 4th of the night. Crowley gets the ball back, goes to the wing to Kalia Williams. And off the front of the rim on a three-point attempt, rebound by Shakia Jackson. And we're going to get a foul on the play as Jayla Todd goes for the steal. Rolls up on the back of the leg of Jackson. Jackson will shoot 2 off the foul from Todd. Looking for her first point of the nights as well. And the first free throw is good from Jackson. She gets her first point of the night. 10.8 seconds left in the first half here. 32-14 in favor of the Lady Vikings. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by Crowley. That's her 5th of the night. Over to Mims on the wing. Stolen. And time runs out after the steal by Kimora Jones. That's her 4th of the night. So the first half here, 32-14, Pacelli, led by Jayla Kendrick with 10 points and 6 rebounds in the first half. So get ready to go to the half here. Let's see if Coach Ellison can lead her team to try to make a comeback here in the second half. Make some adjustments, get some effort. As you've seen a lot of the glass here, Pacelli's just been dominating on the board so far tonight. So we'll get ready here, and we'll get ready for halftime, and we'll see you back here right before the second half. 32-14 Pacelli here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola.
for everyone.
Gear up for the holidays with great offers from Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Right now, get a new Chevy Silverado 4x4 Crew Cab, discounted up to $14,750 off MSRP. Or a new Chevy Traverse, discounted up to $6,000 off. And the new Chevy Equinox is up to $5,000 off. Plus, we'll make your season even brighter with no payments until April. Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership, the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here, and I am with Terry Johnson and Terry Johnson Agency, one of the first sponsors I ever had when I started this endeavor over 4 years ago when I was doing it off my phone. I want to say thank you so much for believing in our vision of being able to serve the community, shine a light on all these athletes, all these programs. And Terry Johnson Agency, they've been serving the community for over 40 years. Home, auto, life, church. Terry Johnson's been helping my family and me specifically. He's my insurance agent, and I want to say thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Thrift, and I appreciate the opportunity that you gave me 4 years ago to come on board and to be an initial sponsor with you. And it's just been a good association with you and a pleasure to work with you, and look forward to a long association even further down the road.
No doubt about it. Again, serving the community for many years. You need a quote today, give them a call. Jeremy Crosby, his daughter Brooke, and of course, Mr. Terry. They're going to make you feel at home. They're going to take care of you. He's my insurance agent. It's Terry Johnson Agency, big supporter of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Here we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this. Come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Gear up for the holidays with great offers from Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Right now, get a new Chevy Silverado 4x4 Crew Cab, discounted up to $14,750 off MSRP. Or a new Chevy Traverse, discounted up to $6,000 off. And the new Chevy Equinox is up to $5,000 off. Plus, we'll make your season even brighter with no payments until April. Glenn Smith Chevrolet in Opelika. Get ready to smile. Is here. Glenn Smith's closing out the year. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Terrains. New full-size GMC Sierras almost $15,000 off. New GMC Terrain Elevations as low as $289 per month. Or take advantage of 0% financing plus no payments until April of next year. Now is the time for end-of-year savings at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Imagine making your dreams a reality, achieving your goals and aspirations, and having a financial partner that understands your dreams never sleep. At Kinetic Credit Union, we're more than just a bank. We're 40,000 members strong with local service, personal connections, and a nationwide network. Leading edge technology to help you make financial decisions easier, smarter, and safer. We are Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And we're here for the game of the week at St. Anne Pacelli High School, presented to you by the Beck Center. Big thank you to Roger Beck. He's also the new owner of the Columbus Lions, so make sure you go down and check out some Arena League football this year. A little indoor football down there. They've been down here for a while, but I believe with Mr. Roger Beck in charge, we're going to see even more of those high standards put into place by the organization with Damian Daniels as the head coach. So you're ready here for the start of this second half. Again, this is Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'd like to make sure that we thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic for bringing these broadcasts to you guys. As we start the second half, Pacelli up 32-14, led by Jayla Kendricks, 10 points and 6 rebounds. Let's see if Hardaway has an answer here in the second half to try to make a comeback out of this one. Moore with the ball, got up on those tiptoes, almost walked. Gets it down low, almost goes out of bounds, but saved. Kicked out, and the score. (34-14) now here in the second half. Just started the third quarter. Jayla Todd with the ball up top. Gets it over to Micaiah Mims. Back over to Mims from the wing. And makes the three off the rim. Bounces in. Her first 3 points of the night. Off the assist from Todd. That makes it 34-17 now. And that ball will go out of bounds off the hands of Jayla Moore. Turnover going back to Hardaway. Leah Williams will be inbounding for Hardaway as Rebecca Baker checks in for Zanaya Couch. Sorry. Jayla Todd bringing it up the floor for Hardaway. Over to Kalia Williams. Back to Todd up top. Over to the wing. Marlana White goes down low, makes the attempt. She gets her first 2 point of the night. 34-19 now. And intercepted there by Kalia Williams down low. And we're going to get the rebound and the walk from Kendrick. Turn the ball over back to Hardaway. As they're trying to switch the momentum back. And we're going to get a timeout called by Coach Bryant Thomas and the Pacelli Lady Vikings. And we'll take a break with them here as it's 34-19 Pacelli here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And we're back here, 6:39 to go in the third quarter here at St. Anne Pacelli High School. The game of the week presented by the Beck Center and Mr. Roger Beck here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Jayla Todd inbounding, gets it over to Kalia Williams for the three from the wing, and she overshoots it. Crowley with a rebound, saves it, gets it down low to Mims, and Mims draws the foul on the layup. And she'll go to the free throw line as Hardaway looking to switch the momentum after that first half. Cutting the lead down 34-19 now. And the first one rattles off the rim. No good on that one. Second free throw from Mims. Rattles out as well, but it's going to be rebounded there. And we're going to get a jump ball between Marlana White and Shakia Jackson. The possession arrow goes to Hardaway. Jayla Todd looks to inbound it for the Hawks. Still 34-19. Gets it up top to Mims. Baseline to Todd. Looking to get some rotation here going and try to get Pacelli out of whack. Down low to Crowley on the layup. And it's good off the assist from Mims. 9 points for Crowley on the night now. As they try to go full court pressure on the Vikings. Jones finally gets it across half court, drives into the lane, and picks up the foul from Micaiah Mims. Kimora Jones will go to the free throw line with 7 points on the night to go along with those 2 assists and 4 steals. Second free throw up coming now for Jones. Off the back of the rim. Rebound attempt by Marlana White, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Kendrick. We got a discussion between the official and the scorers table. It's like they were just trying to figure out who had the foul to make sure they had the right person. Now, 35-21 now. Pacelli in the lead. Hardaway with the ball. Todd up top. Gets it over to the wing to Williams. She tries to get it down low to Crowley. Crowley finds Mims on the wing. Back down low to Marlana White. As she goes inside and picks it up on the and one. Marlana White showing some strength down low and draws the foul. Make it 35-23 as she gets a free throw. Kimora Ingram checking in for Hardaway and Zanaya Couch coming back in for St. Anne Pacelli. And the free throw missed by White. And it goes out of bounds off the hands of Moore. Pacelli looking to chip away at this lead Hardaway looking to chip away at this lead by Pacelli. 5:31 left in the third quarter, down 12. Down low to Crowley as she draws the foul and she'll go to the free throw line. Jayla Moore picking up the foul on that one. Crowley with 9 points and 5 boards on the night so far in this contest. Misses the first one. Second free throw attempt upcoming here. 5:31 left in the third. And that one rims out. It's going to be rebounded there by Kendrick. Her 8th of the night. And they're going to get a reach-in foul on Marlana White. So foul on the floor for Hardaway. They're going to bring in Malia Carr. She'll check in for Marlana White. Couch trying to inbound it. Ingram. And it's going to be stolen by Crowley. As she goes baseline, she's going to be fouled on the floor again by Moore. Can't see on the scoreboard whether who's in the bonus or not. But now Hardaway will be inbounding with Kimora Ingram. Got a substitution as Moore comes out and Baker checks in for the Vikings. Down low, Crowley tries to go for it, rebounded there, and one! Kimora Ingram. Showing her strength down low to be able to get that rebound and bring it back up. After just checking back into the ball game. That cuts the lead down to 10 now, 35-25. Trying to make it a single-digit deficit after this one. And she makes the free throw. 5 points on the night for Ingram. And stolen by Todd. Fast break for Hardaway. Tipped it over to Crowley. And that's it now. Mims with the assist. Crowley, 11 points on the night, and the lead down. Almost a kickball there. And it's going to go back to Pacelli, and we're going to get a timeout from the Lady Vikings and Bryant Thomas. Pacelli's lead now to cut down to 7, 35-28. And we'll take a break with him here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Yeah, we're back here at St. Anne Pacelli High School for the Roger Beck Center game of the week. After what was a dominant first half by the Lady Vikings, Hardaway trying to make this one a ball game. Down by as much as 20 at one point. Now it's 35-28. Pacelli looks to inbound it with Zanaya Couch. Coming out of the timeout, let's see what they got going on. Seems like Coach Ellison had a good halftime talk. Now was stolen away. Down to Crowley down low. She picks up another foul. That's actually Mims, sorry. That was 1-2 on the jersey, not double 2. So Mims draws the foul and she'll go to the free throw line, down 7. And she'll make the first one to make it a 6-point deficit now, 35-29 is Moore. Picks in for Kendrick for Pacelli. Big third quarter right here for Hardaway so far. Just off, rebounded by Moore. Her 4th of the night. That goes the Couch up top. Gets it over to Moore. Hardaway playing tough, stingy defense right now. Crowley up top on Jones. Jones looking to drive. Gets in the lane and makes the layup. 10 points now for Kimora Jones. Down low to Crowley. Tipped away by Moore, and it'll stay Hardaway ball. Pacelli with an 8-point lead, 37-29 with 4:19 left in the third. Jayla Todd gets it to Mims, who goes back to the top, drives into the lane. Tries to get it down low. And it's going to be stolen away by Moore, and she'll be fouled on the floor. Got a blocking foul on the floor by one of the Lady Hawks. And Pacelli will inbound now as they keep possession of the ball here. Up 8. Moore with it, trying to go up the floor, but she's being trapped. Gets down, throws it to Baker on the baseline. Back up top the Couch. Stolen away by Mims on a fast break. And the layup is good. 6 points for Mims on her second steal of the night. That cuts the lead back down to 6. Out of bounds, and it goes back to Pacelli off the hands of Mims. 37-31. And got a kickball off Mims, and she tries to play a little defense on the inbound. Full court press now by the Hardaway Hawks. Putting some pressure on the Vikings now. Crowley defending Moore. Moore draws the foul from Crowley. A little bit of a body check as she tried to drive. Hardaway probably close to the bonus at this point. I believe that's at least the 4th team foul of the night, of the third quarter. Kamora Jones looking inbound for the Lady Vikings. Crowley still on Moore. Moore goes down low, goes for the shot, draws the foul. As that one goes to Mims. As they get the blocking foul. And Moore will go to shoot 2 free throws now. As you can hear this intense crowd between 2 defending state champs. A lot of intensity in this gymnasium in the land here at St. Anne Pacelli as Moore misses the first free throw. So it stays a 6-point lead for Pacelli with the second free throw upcoming. 37-31, 3:37 left in the third quarter. And she makes the second one now. That gives her 6 points on the night and gives St. Anne Pacelli a 38-31 lead. Todd bringing the ball up court for Hardaway. Gets it over to Ingram from the wing, off the back of the rim. Rebound attempt is going to be brought in by Jackson. Takes it up the floor, tries to get it to Couch. And it'll roll off her foot, out of bounds for a turnover. Back to Hardaway now. Down 7 as they significantly decrease this lead by the Vikings. It seemed like it was going to be a runaway for St. Anne Pacelli, but Hardaway's come out in the second half. Tough to cut back into it. Todd for the floater off the rim. Rebounded by Pickard. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession goes to Pacelli as they fell to the floor. And Amoros will check in for Pickard now for Hardaway. Moore with the ball, looking to bring it up court now for St. Anne Pacelli. Going into the lane. A little bit wild there. Crowley gets the rebound. Her 6th of the night. And we're going to get a foul on the floor against Jackson for Pacelli. So only get 2 free throws now. From Amiria Crowley. 11 points and 6 rebounds on the night for the young standout for Hardaway. And off the back of the rim on the first free throw attempt. As Moore comes out, looks like she's a little bit hobbled. And Jayla Kendrick checking back in for Pacelli now. She goes down into the box. And Rebecca Baker goes back court. Off the front of the rim. That one's rebounded. And we're going to get another jump ball, and it's going to stay with Hardaway. So Amiria Crowley missing both free throw attempts. And that keeps them at a 7-point deficit with 3:03 left in the third. Pickard checking back in for Amoros. Inbounded by Todd now for Hardaway. Trying to find somebody open. Finally gets it to Crowley. But not before the timeout's called by Coach Ellison. And with that, we'll take a timeout with them. 38-31, St. Anne Pacelli here with 3:03 in the third on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
And we're back here at St. Anne Pacelli in the land. The gymnasium here is Hardaway. Inbounding with Todd. She gets it down low. Pickard off the rim is going to be rebounded there by Jackson for Pacelli. Almost stolen, but Kendrick gets it down low. Rebound picked up by Pickard again. And it's going to go off the turnover, off the hands of Hardaway. There's Pacelli. Will now inbound it with Couch. Jones from the baseline. Misses it short. Rebound picked up by Malia Carr. Jayla Todd bringing it up court. Gets it over to Kamora Ingram. Crowley for three. Great score. Big three-pointer from Crowley off the assist from Todd. 38-34. 4-point ball game. Almost stolen away. Jones comes up with it with Pacelli. And ends up with it, Kamora Ingram. Crowley with the ball now. Gets it over to Todd. Now low to Pickard. Can't get it. It's going to be rebounded and off the hands of Jackson. Pickard seemed to try to go for the layup a little bit awkwardly. Didn't have her feet up under her. But the stays with Hardaway down 4 now with 2:04 left in the third quarter. The big three from Crowley giving her 14 points on the night. Todd inbounding for the Hawks now. Tries to get it down low. It's batted away. Picked up by Kendrick. Couch trying to get down low as they go trap defense for Hardaway. Over to draws the foul on the floor. That was going to be on Crowley. And we'll get 2 free throws now for Jayla Moore. 2-point lead for the Vikings. The Hardaway Hawks have come all the way back to make it a ball game here in the third quarter. 1:35 left. Off the rim. Rolls out. Marlena White will check in for Amelia Crowley now. Marlena White with 4 points and 2 rebounds, but Crowley is trying to stay out of foul trouble with 14 points and 6 rebounds for the Lady Hawks. They're waiting on a Lady Viking to tie her shoe there. Now we're ready for the second free throw from Jayla Moore. And she makes that one to give her 7 points on the night and a 3-point lead. 39-36 St. Anne Pacelli over Hardaway in an intense battle between 2 defending state champions. Over to Marlena White on the wing. She tries to go down low. And the jump ball as Zanaya Couch goes in for the steal and just grabs it. Possession arrow going to Hardaway as they maintain possession. Jayla Todd inbound now. Gets it up top to Kamora Ingram. Marlena White back over to Todd. Ingram loses the ball off the defense from Jackson, and it goes out of bounds. Pacelli will now get it after the turnover. Jackson finally gets it into Jayla Moore. She drives into the lane, gets it over to Kendrick. Misses the layup. And we're going to get a foul on Pickard as Jayla Moore went up after the rebound, trying to get the putback attempt. And she'll attempt 2 more free throws as Pickard picks up another foul. 39-36. St. Anne Pacelli. Moore to shoot 2 free throws now for the Lady Vikings. Makes the first one to put him up at the 40-point mark. 4-point lead now, 8 points for Jayla Moore. And makes the second one to give her 9 on the night and to give Pacelli a 5-point lead now with 1 minute left in the third. Todd looking for somewhere to go with it. Almost ripped away, but off the hands of Jackson. And it stays with Hardaway. Kamora Ingram looking inbound now as Micaiah Mims and Kalia Williams check back in for the Hardaway Hawks. Got another foul on this one by Kamora Ingram, drawn by Jones. Kamora Jones with 10 points on the night. And a 5-point lead for the Lady Vikings as Hardaway has battled back here in the third quarter. Off the front of the rim on the first attempt, no good. The lead stays at 5 for St. Anne Pacelli. And she makes the second one. It gives her 11 points on the night and a 6-point lead for St. Anne Pacelli. Kamora Ingram from the free throw line makes the attempt off the assist from Mims. Gives her 7 on the night and a 4-point lead for Pacelli now as Hardaway continues to chip away. Couch with it, gives it back up to Moore up top. Moore drives down low. And one on the attempt and the foul. 11 points on Moore for Moore tonight. Looks like another foul called on Kamora Ingram. (44-38), 6-point lead for St. Anne Pacelli now with 12 seconds left in the third. Free throw attempt for Moore. And she makes it to give her 12 on the night. And a 7-point lead for the Lady Vikings. Todd gets it over to Micaiah Mims. Down low to Pickard off the hands. Out of bounds. Turnover. Goes back to St. Anne Pacelli. As Kendrick checks in for Rebecca Baker. Amoros coming in for Pickard. And it looks like we've got Malia Carr checking in for Micaiah Mims here. Just 4.9 seconds left in the third quarter. Coach Ellison giving some of those players a little bit of a breather here to end this third. Jones with it, tries to drive it up court, gets into the lane, and makes the layup right as the buzzer hits. That gives Jones 13 points on the night and a 9-point lead for St. Anne Pacelli as we get ready to head to the fourth quarter. Here's the Beck Center game of the week at St. Anne Pacelli as they got a 47-38 lead left in the start of the fourth quarter. We'll be back in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
And we're back here for the Beck Center game of the week at St. Anne Pacelli as they're battling the Hardaway Lady Hawks. Intense in-city competition between two defending state champs. St. Anne Pacelli won the GIAA Class 4A division last year. Hardaway won the GHSA 2A classification last year as well. What started out as what could have been a runaway for St. Anne Pacelli after the first half Hardaway has consistently chipped away here in the third quarter to make this one a ball game. 9-point lead for Pacelli right now, 47-38. Jackson with it up top, stolen away and picked. Kamora Ingram with it. Decided to wait with it. Todd now up top. Over to the wing. Jackson picks it away, gets it over to Baker. Jones with the ball on the wing. Stolen away by Todd. And they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. Fifth steal of the night for Jayla Todd, but couldn't keep that foot in bounds as she tried to go up court. And it'll go back to St. Anne Pacelli with a 9-point lead, 7:30 left in the game. Now we got everything squared away at the scorers table. Kamora Jones, the inbound for St. Anne Pacelli. Decides to go with Morris. Moore drives into the paint. She's going to be fouled by Kamora Ingram. So that'll put Jayla Moore at the stripe to shoot two with a 9-point lead, 7:27 left in the ball game. And makes the first one. That gives Jayla Moore 13 on the night. Court now gets it over to Mims on the wing. Down low to Crowley. And she gets in there and makes it with the power down low from the young lady. 16 for Crowley now. 49-40. St. Anne Pacelli. Baseline. Jackson for three. Off the rim. Rebounded by Crowley. Her 7th rebound of the night. And the errant pass to Mims. A little bit too high and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Hardaway. St. Anne Pacelli gets the ball back with Couch inbounding. And we got a 5-second violation. Ball goes back to Hardaway. And Picker to be checking in. Coming in off the bench to work down low for the Lady Hawks here in the fourth quarter. Jayla Todd inbounding it. Tries to inbound it. Gets it down low. Picked away. She gets it back. Tries to lay it up. Pickard with the rebound. And gets the layup on the putback. Picker to come out of the game after that one to give herself another breather is. It's like Malia Carr checking in for Hardaway. Jones with the ball off the inbound. Defense defended by Mims on the back court. Down to the baseline to Jackson for three. Off the rim, rebounded by Mims. Todd bringing it up court. Down low to Crowley. And one from Amaria Crowley. 18 points on the night for the young lady. 49-44 as a deficit for the Hawks is cut to 5. As Crowley goes to shoot the free throw, Baker checks out. Kendrick coming in as she goes down low. Amaria Crowley now with 18 points and 7 rebounds on the night. And she makes the free throw to give her 19 and cut the lead down to 4. 49-45. Couch goes down low, rebounded by Crowley. And she'll immediately step out of bounds to turn the ball over. Back of her foot hit the baseline. Jones comes back up to the wing with the ball. Hands it off to Jackson. She goes into the paint. And she'll draw the foul. So 3 in the fourth quarter. Judging by this crowd tonight, these referees' ears are going to be burning for about 3 days. The free throw attempt is made by Jackson. That'll give her 4 points on the night. That'll make it 50-45. St. Anne Pacelli now over the Lady Hawks. And she makes the second one. That gives her 5 on the night and a 6-point lead now for the Vikings. Kamora Ingram bringing it up court for the Lady Hawks. Hands it off to Todd and a foul on the floor. Zanaya Couch gets the foul as Todd draws it. Foul on the floor, so Ingram an inbound for the Lady Hawks now with just under 6 minutes left in the ball game. Pickard at the top gets it back over to Ingram. Over across to Crowley for 3 from the wing. Off the front of the rim. It's going to be rebounded by Couch. Down low to Jackson. Off the rim. Rebounded by Pickard. Her 6th board of the night. Todd bringing it up the floor. Picked away. Hit out of bounds by Jayla Moore. And it'll stay with Hardaway now. 5:23 left to go in the game. 51-45. St. Anne Pacelli with the lead. Kamora Ingram to inbound for Hardaway. Todd from the baseline. Back up to the wing to Ingram. Tries to get it out low. Batted away by Moore. Hardaway looks to reset their offense as Ingram goes up top into the lane. Not before the timeout by Coach Ellison. So with 5:10 left to go in the fourth quarter, 51-45, St. Anne Pacelli leads, and we'll take a break with them on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
I stand alone with fire inside, with passion burning in my veins.
And we're back here for the Beck Center Game of the Week. Brought to you by Mr. Roger Beck and the Beck Center here at St. Anne Pacelli High School. We'd like to thank our other sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Houston Clinic, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, for helping us bring these broadcasts to everybody as you watch from home, on your television, on your phone, at work. We just appreciate the fact that we're able to shine a light on these young ladies here and these athletes around the area here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Make sure you check us out on Facebook and YouTube. Like and subscribe so you can start getting notifications every time we go live. Tomorrow, we'll be at the FCA All-Star game down at Otis Spencer Stadium for a good football matchup in the All-Stars, as well as the wrestling tournament at Smith Station High School. Jayla Todd from the wing. Off, rattles out, but picked up by Crowley on the rebound. They're going to say it's a jump ball. And it'll stay with the Hawks as Todd looks to inbound. Marlena White will check in for Malia Carr. Todd looking to get the ball in for Hardaway now. Goes over to Marlena White. Goes down low. Can't get it in there. Goes for the rebound, but it's picked up by Kendrick. Kendrick with a double-double now as that's her 10th rebound of the night. Over to Jones. And shoots a little bit too far, and it's going to go off the hands of Crowley out of bounds. And it'll stay with St. Anne Pacelli. Kendrick with 10 points and 10 boards on the night now for St. Anne Pacelli. Jones brings it up top, back to the baseline for Couch. And it's going to be rebounded by Kimora Ingram and immediately turned over. And the make by Jackson. 7 points for Jackson now, and an 8-point lead for St. Anne Pacelli. Is another turnover there as Moore gets it down low to Couch. Misses the layup, but another rebound there by Jackson. Can't get it. Rebound by Crowley. 53-45, St. Anne Pacelli. 4 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Crowley from the wing. Just short, rebounded again by Kendrick. Her 11th of the night. Amelia Crowley with a double-double as well. 19 points and 10 boards for Amelia Crowley tonight. As Ingram goes to take a break, Kalia Williams checking in. Pacelli looking to inbound now after the foul. 53-45, 3:50 left to go in the ball game. Couch gets it over to Jayla Moore. Over across to Jackson. Pickard tries to get to her into the lane for Jackson. Goes for the layup, and she makes it off the left hand. 9 points for Jackson now. Todd up court to Kalia Williams. Tipped away. Kendrick comes up with it. And stolen again there by Crowley. And we're going to get a foul on Couch on the floor as Crowley draws it. A 10-point lead for Pacelli. 3:19 left to go in this ball game here at St. Anne Pacelli, brought to you by the Beck Center. Hardaway to inbound now. Malia Carr gets it to Jayla Todd as she goes to bring it up court. As time is not a friend of the Lady Hawks right now. Crowley gets it up to Marlena White. Tipped away by Kendrick, but Todd comes up with it. And we're going to get a foul on the floor by Kimora Jones as Todd draws it as she goes into the paint. Actually going to call a holding on Jackson. Todd gets it up top. Crowley goes down low. Off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Jackson, and she's going to get fouled. And that was going to be on Pickard, it looks like. The official gave the hand signal for 24, but there's no 24 on the floor. (55-45), just under 3 minutes left to go in the ball game. Gets it into Jackson. Jackson takes it up court, and a foul from behind by Malia Carr as she pushes her to the floor. And it's going to be an intentional foul, which is a automatic free throws for Jackson. So we're going to get an intentional foul. So she's going to get free throws and possession for St. Anne Pacelli now with 2:57 left to go in the ball game. Already up 10. Hardaway has done their best to try to make this a comeback here in this second half. Kept chipping away. Got as close as 4. And that one goes off the side of the rim. No good on the first one. But Pacelli is fended off every time Hardaway's decided to make a comeback here. And now with the lead being 10, Jackson with another free throw. And off the rim, no good. So they'll inbound it now. Pacelli keeps possession after the intentional foul by Malia Carr and the Hawks. Couch to inbound for the Vikings. Gets it to Kendrick up top. She's trying to take her time, let the shot clock wind down with a 10-point lead. And they're going to get a blocking foul on Jayla Todd. You can see nobody's really too happy about that call. It seemed like she got clean through. Seems like a little bit of an errant call on that one. But Kendrick to the free throw line regardless. Off the back of the rim, missed it. Still a 10-point lead for the St. Anne Pacelli Vikings. You see a little discussion there between the head coach for Hardaway, Coach Ellison, and the official. As they're trying to say that Jayla Todd is fouled out. As they're saying it ain't before on Jayla Todd, but there's a lot of discussion, a lot of intensity in this ball game. There's some frustration from the Hawks fan base. Kendrick makes the second one. It gives her 11 on the night. Ingram gets it over to Marlena White, down low to Pickard. Pickard goes up, draws the foul from Moore. So Pickard to go to the free throw line with 2:38 left in the ball game and an 11-point deficit. Pickard with 4 points and 7 rebounds on the night so far. Makes the first one. That gives her 5 on the night. 56-46 St. Anne Pacelli with one more free throw upcoming. 2:38 left to go in the ball game. And she misses that one, but it's going to be picked up down low. Get over to Marlena White. And there's going to be another foul on Jackson as she draws that one. Marlena White to go to the free throw line. Malia Carr with the rebound, gets it over to Marlena White. 10-point deficit for the Lady Hawks. 2 free throws upcoming, 2:32 left to go in the ball game. And she sinks the first one. That gives her 5 points on the night to go along with 2 rebounds. Off the back of the rim. Rebound going to be an over the back on Pickard. So the foul on Zoe Pickard. And with Hardaway, with St. Anne Pacelli in the bonus, they'll go to the free throw line. And it seems like now there's going to be another Lady Hawk fouling out and Zoe Pickard. So that'll bring Destiny Watkins into the ball game as she checks in with 2:31 left to go. And a 56-47 lead for the St. Anne Pacelli Lady Vikings. Shakia Jackson to the free throw line. The first of 2. She makes the first one. That gives her 10 points on the night to go along with 4 rebounds. And off the front of the rim, the rebound by Marlena White. Brought up the floor by Crowley. Gets it back up top to Ingram. Marlena White from the wing back over to Crowley. Back to White, but it's going to be an errant pass, and it goes out of bounds for the turnover. 2:12 left in the ball game and a 10-point lead for the Lady Vikings. As you can tell with some of the foul trouble and some of the arguable calls, some of that momentum and some of that mentality has kind of leaked away from the Lady Hawks, but they're still fighting as Crowley gets a rebound. That's her 11th of the night. And they're going to get a foul on Couch. It's going to send Crowley to the free throw line. Amelia Crowley with 19 points and 11 rebounds. Down 10 here with 2:03 left to go in the ball game. She makes the first one. That gives her 20 on the night. 20 and 11. For Crowley. Second free throw now. Down 9, 57-48. And she cuts the lead down to 8, 57-49, 21 points for the young lady tonight. Kendrick bringing the ball up court. She's over on the wing. Gets it back over to Couch up top. Crowley. Kendrick drives inside. Crowley. Picked up by Ingram on the rebound. Her 5th of the night. Gets it over to Marlena White, and it's going to be a foul. So that one's going to be on Jackson. That'll send Marlena White to the free throw line. And Jackson will foul out. So Jackson fouling out. Looks like it'll be Rebecca Baker. Check in for St. Anne Pacelli. Now Baker checks in, and Jackson will be done for the night. The third player between both teams to foul out here in this fourth quarter. 1:39 left to go in the ball game. Hardaway down 8. Marlena White from the stripe. Misses the first one. Off the back of the rim. Marlena White, 5 points and 3 rebounds on the night for the Hardaway Lady Hawks. Looking to cut this lead down to 7 with this one. Off the back. It's going to be rebounded by Marlena White. Gets her own, goes down in the paint. Misses it. Picked up by Moore. And we're going to get a jump ball. So possession arrow going to St. Anne Pacelli as they get it now up 8. And another 5-second violation on Couch. 1:32 left to go in the ball game. It goes back to Hardaway now as they look to inbound the ball. Kamora Ingram. Talia Williams checking in from Aaliyah Carr. Ingram gets it up top to Williams. Off the backboard, no good, but it's going to be rebounded by Marlena White. She picks up the foul. On her 5th rebound of the night, she went up for the putback. Got fouled on the attempt by Rebecca Baker. 57-49, 124 left to go in the ball game now. And that one rolls in for the first one. 6 points for White on the night. Malia Carr checking in for Kalia Williams now. 57-50. 7-point lead now for St. Anne Pacelli. And she makes the second one to give her 7 on the night and cut the lead down to 6. Kendrick fouled immediately by Destiny Watkins. So Kendrick goes to the stripe with 11 points and 11 boards on the night. 1:22 left to go in the ball game with a 6-point lead. Off the front of the rim, she misses the first one and keeps the lead at 6. As Kalia Williams checks in for Destiny Watkins now. The Hawks down 2 starters from fouls. And she makes the second one. Does Kendrick, giving her 12 points on the night and a 7-point lead. Ingram with the ball on the wing. Gets it over to Marlena White down low. Off the backboard and in. 9 points for White. So 58-53. Timeout. Bryant Thomas and St. Anne Pacelli with 1:08 left to go in the ball game. We'll be back in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Is here. Glenn Smith's closing out the year. Get massive savings on GMC Sierras and Terrains. New full-size GMC Sierras almost $15,000 off. New GMC Terrain Elevations as low as $289 per month. Or take advantage of 0% financing plus no payments until April of next year. Now is the time for end-of-year savings at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
And we're back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live for the Beck Center game of the week here at St. Anne Pacelli. Again, brought to you by Roger Beck and the Beck Center. Again, our other sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Clinic, helping us bring these broadcasts to you guys. This is an intense match between 2 defending state champions. As the Hardaway Hawks try to battle back, down 5 with 1:08 left to go in the ball game. Pacelli to inbound with Couch. Gets it to Moore. Stolen away. Marlena White with the inbound and the putback. 58-55 now. Kendrick takes it down floor and draws the foul. Crowley picks it up off the drive from Kendrick, and she'll head to the free throw line now, down 3-point lead, 52 seconds left in the ball game. And I believe that means Crowley is fouled out as well. She'll end her night with 21 points and 11 rebounds. As she has battled hard tonight. Can't take anything away from that young lady as she has played her heart out the entire night. Kendrick from the line with a 3-point lead. Off the front of the rim, no good. Kendrick with 12 points and 11 boards so far tonight. This late in the ball game with a close score like this, free throws are essential. Let's see if she can be clutch and make the second one to make it a 4-point game. Off the front of the rim, rebounded by White. White having a dominant fourth quarter. Ingram with the ball. Gets it over to Kalia Williams and she'll walk. Took a couple steps before dribbling the ball there, and it turns it back over to Pacelli. Still a 3-point lead for St. Anne Pacelli. Just under 42 seconds left in the ball game. Kendrick down low. Destiny Watkins takes the foul as Kendrick draws it. Go back to the stripe with 39 seconds left in the 3-point lead is Hardaway. Still trying to battle back in this one. The closest they've been in this ball game since early in the first quarter. And Kendrick makes the first one to give her 13 on the night, and the Vikings a 4-point lead. And she makes the second one. 14 points on the night for Kendrick. 5-point lead for the Vikings. Ingram. Errant pass out of bounds as that one was intended for Marlena White. Inbound, more to Jones. Jones driving up court. Back up top to Kendrick. She'll draw the foul. This is the first one, saves a 5-point lead. Second free throw upcoming, 14 points, 11 rebounds so far for Kendrick. Make that 15 and a 6-point lead now for the Lady Vikings with just about 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. Ingram bringing it up court, gets it over to Kalia Williams from the wing, off the backboard, no good, rebounded by Kendrick again. And picked away by Kalia Williams. But it'll just roll out of bounds and it'll stay Pacelli ball. 4 seconds left to go in the ball game. 61-55, St. Anne Pacelli's. It looks like they have this one wrapped up. And here towards the end of this ball game, we're going to go ahead and do our Alex Quinney Ball State Good Hands Player of the Game. Goes to number 5, Jayla Kendrick for St. Anne Pacelli as they win this one 61-55. Jayla Kendrick, 15 points and 12 rebounds to go along with 5 steals on the night for the young Lady Viking as St. Anne Pacelli takes this one by 6, 61-55. They improved to 4-2 on the season, and Hardaway drops to 6-3 in what was a great battle back and forth between 2 defending state champs here in Columbus, Georgia. Then we'd like to thank our sponsors, Glenn Smith Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Kinetic Credit Union, and Houston Click for bringing these for you guys. And thanks again to Roger Beck and the Beck Center for presenting this game of the week here at St. Anne Pacelli High School. Again, the Vikings take the win 61-55. Like to thank Ricky Rogers behind the camera and producing the show. This is Mike Frost. And make sure you see us tomorrow. We'll be at the FCA Football All-Star Game at Otis Spencer Stadium, as well as the Smith Station Wrestling Tournament going on. We'll have the finals for you tomorrow. And we'll see you next time here on Georgia Alabama Sports.